Welcome back to Roll for Recipe, the series where the dice are the head chef. I'll roll for some ingredients and then make a dish with them. Let's get rolling. Before we get rolling, this week we'll be using these amazing dice from Warlord Game Gear. If you'd like a similar set, go to warlordgamegear.com or follow the link in my link tree and use discount code RFR10 to get 10% off your order. Now on to the rolling, starting off with a D12 for restriction. That is 6 for one pot meal. Haven't rolled that much this season. D12 for protein. That is 3 for a frozen pre-cooked protein. Haven't rolled that at all this season. And a D10 for carb. That is 9 for bread. That is an interesting one pot ingredient, to be sure. Now 2D20 for seasonings. That is 13 for marjoram and 16 for paprika, both nice and versatile. Next up, 2D20 for produce. That is 4 for dried fruit and 10 for bell pepper. Finally, our D100 wild magic roll. That is 29 for ají amarillo, little South American flair. Here's a summary of everything that we rolled, so let's get cooking. So with one pot and bread, my mind immediately goes to some kind of play on stuffing. Also, it's Thanksgiving season, so for those who aren't in the US, this is just the main holiday season that we eat stuffing, so it's definitely on my mind right now. Gonna be doing this as a stovetop stuffing. I would do it baked, but I don't have an oven and my air fryer is not the best for baking stuff like this usually. For the spices, here's the blend that I used. I added a couple of things that should play well with the amarillo, the paprika, the frozen pork that I chose earlier. For the liquid, I had to use a mixture of water and milk because the stock I had in my fridge just smelled a little bit off, but I think I messed up and added too much. Normally you would add quite a bit of liquid here, but that's assuming it's also baked afterwards and you're using a dry stale bread. So yeah, it came out a little bit wet. I decided to top it with some crispy onions, so hopefully that helps a little bit. So I think the flavor should be fine here. I'm mostly concerned that the texture is gonna be a bit too mushy. All right, bon appetit. So yeah, flavor-wise, not bad. You're getting a little kick from the ají amarillo. You're getting a little bit of that sweetness from raisins. The pork plays nicely in here. But yeah, it is a bit mushy. Admittedly, that's kind of on me. I think I added too much liquid, but it is a little bit rough. All right, I'm gonna give this one a 4.9 out of 10, and I'm gonna call it the sunken stuffing. As I said, flavors were pretty decent, maybe not the best, but they were pretty decent. They worked well together. But texture-wise, not the best. I think maybe swap this out with like potatoes or something, make a little hash out of it, and I think it could have been a lot better. And again, part of it was on me. I think I added a little too much liquid. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Remember to like, follow, and share, and I'll see you next time.